All right, welcome back to the channel. Got a back day here, big deadlift day today. Gonna try and go for probably a top set of around, I think probably around 4, which if I had to imagine is probably gonna be around 260 to 275 pounds. Just doing some foam rolling first, make sure I'm all loosened up, especially from maxing out the other day. Still a little bit sore, but yeah, feeling strong today. I decided not to work out fasted like I usually do. Had a pretty big breakfast this morning, and yeah, working out a little bit later in the day too, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, gonna keep warming up and then get to the workout. All right, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the second workout of trying to join the 1,000-pound club in 60 days. Today, got a back day, obviously deadlift focused. And so far, all the weights have been moving pretty well. Really enjoyed this workout that you're watching. You know, I'm trying to, I mentioned this in the video yesterday. I'm trying to really focus on my form, especially in these warm-up sets. And watching these videos back at the time, I didn't really think about it too much because everything felt really smooth. But after my first couple warm-up sets, again, just kind of feeling the weight out, seeing how heavy I think I can get on that particular day. When I finally watched the first few clips back while I was working out, I realized that I need to be sitting down a lot more when I'm setting up to the bar. So going through these first few warm-up sets, 225, you can see I'm starting to get a little bit lower, feeling it out. But just doing a couple reps here, that second rep did not get quite as low. But overall, the weight felt really good. Here just almost tripped over my my bar when going up to my last warm-up set. Like I said in the intro, I was hoping to hit somewhere between 260 and 270 pounds for that 4 reps. You can see I'm really trying to sit down here a lot more, and it felt incredible this last warm-up set. I think that was 255, and I went ahead and just jumped up to 275, and just decided this was going to be my working set for my top set. And going into this set, I really wanted to, like I said, focus on trying to squat down a little bit more when setting up to the bar and keep it consistent across all the reps. And as you can see here, the weight looked a little bit rocky coming off the floor the first time, but it got a lot better as the set went on. Although you could see, again, my form broke down. I did not squat down nearly as much. Tried to for the last rep. It was a grind getting that last rep, but got it up, felt smooth. Back felt good. And yeah, that was my top set for my strength today. So in my next deadlift workout, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a couple of deficit deadlifts to work on that start motion, pulling from the ground, some of that explosiveness. And then I moved on to, my normal kind of back workout, bodybuilding style back workout, but I only did a couple of other exercises and more, I guess you would call this kind of true accessory work if you were in a powerlifting setting. Just some lat pull downs, just trying to squeeze as much as possible, get a good pump, and not necessarily focus too much on the strength aspect on these exercises, because I don't want to really tax myself too much here and not be able to focus on the main lifts. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this. I just go off the research that I find. So there's probably a better way to do it, but this is kind of how I'm doing it. So yeah, just moved on to these lat pull downs and just tried to go as slow and controlled as possible. So while we're watching these clips back together, I just want to mention, please let me know if there's a better way that you all enjoy watching this kind of content. Always trying to get better at this, just kind of like everything else. It's definitely something I'm working at. So if you prefer kind of a raw style of content, talking during the video, or if you prefer this kind of voiceover type, I guess editing, let me know in the comment section. Always, like I've said a few times, always open to improvements, suggestions. Would really appreciate your thoughts there. Moving on to my third exercise of this workout, just some seated cable rows. I'm really fortunate, I've said this before, with the power rack that I have, which is the Major Ludi, I believe is how you pronounce it, power rack. It's got a lot of different attachments. Don't get me wrong, they don't feel as good as one of the rowing machines or anything like that at the gym. But I'm really fortunate compared to a lot of other people I know that have home gyms. They don't have all these attachments, or if they do, they had to pay for them separately. So would highly recommend getting something like this that comes with it. It's not professional grade, but it is really, really nice to have, to be able to add in some variety. Just like with the lat pull downs, with these with these cable rows, all I'm trying to do is just get as much blood into the lats as possible without going too much heavier. With this strength, kind of building program thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to keep the progressive overload primarily on the main lifts that I'm trying to improve on. I'm always trying to build a little bit more muscle, but at the end of the day, that's not what the focus of joining the 1,000-pound club is. So just trying to make sure I'm not losing muscle where I have worked so long to build up, but I'm not really trying to add more to those areas, if that makes sense. So after the cable rows, which I don't do those often, but I really like when I do, I moved on to my last kind of finisher exercises, which is just a couple sets of the cable pullovers. You can do this with either the cable or a dumbbell on a bench. I like this a lot better because there's not as much stress on my elbows and some other joints that I've got. But yeah, that's it for this workout. Felt really, really good, really strong, and the second workout is in the books. All right, just finished up the workout. Second workout of trying to get into the 1,000-pound club. Obviously, you saw deadlifts today. Actually felt really good. Like I said, I haven't worked out non-fasted, I guess, in a really long time. I usually just get up first thing in the morning, knock it out. So definitely a good change today. I'll probably throw it in a little bit more because felt really strong. Weight moved really well. The workout got a really, really nice pump in my lats and everything else. So yeah, feeling good. Saturday, not a whole lot to do today. So really just gonna hang out, edit yesterday's video, which should be out by now, and just kind of chill out today. One of the things that I need to really get better at with strength training versus hypertrophy kind of training is my rest times. I get super impatient, so I could probably, and that's probably where I went wrong a little bit in maxing out the other day. I think if I took a little bit more rest time, I probably could have squeaked out a little bit more weight and brought my totals up, but it's a learning experience. I've never really been serious about improving strength on my compound lifts before, but yeah, other than that, that's really all I got to talk about today. So we're just gonna stay in today, not do a whole lot, and then yeah, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.